What's going on, guys? We're back for another replay analysis, this time of Pink Daisy playing with his team, the boost whore himself. Let's see if he actually boost whore. He said he's around Plat 1 level. He did this through patreon.com, so that's Gibbs00. Check it out there. Coaching, free play, all that jazz. And let's get right into it. His teammates are saying he a little bit of a boost whore, and they want to figure out how to pass better, because the Plat 1 usually passes don't happen, which makes sense. So we'll try and see if we can pick that out as we go along here. I like the fakes on defense. I like it. But one thing that's good here is like the rotations are good. All three of them coming back to net to make that play. The only problem is, of course, if you do send all three back to the same exact areas, then it's going to result in less passing. But we'll get there eventually. This play right here is not a solid play by his teammate. Davion, he has time. And these are the plays where it's not always great to just throw it forward. As soon as you see him make this play right here, as soon as right here, he can see the one and only guy that's in the area. He's even facing towards the other side of the field, towards, I guess, Baxter's left, where Davion's right. And Davion could have easily just thrown this ball to the left wall and picked up that mid-boost and continued this charge forward. Instead, he just rolls it right to him. Like, these are the plays where you can't just throw the ball forward. You got to throw it into open space to start to create a play on the other side of the field. It's kind of like hockey, where you throw the ball deep, and then you try and work from there. And that's usually your best way to do it in the lower levels, is just throw the ball deep and then work from there to make some plays. Okay, let's see right here what he's got. I like the aerial dribble. It's not bad. In threes, like, I don't mind aerial dribbles too much. I do like this play to try and throw off the two on defense. It makes them get a bad hit on it instead of lining up for that first hit. And again, at platinum level, you're probably not going to see that often, so it could throw him off. Now, this aerial I don't like. We had this happen in the last episode, too, where you're aerialing from way too far away. And there, that ball would have landed by the time he actually reached it, so I don't like these really far aerials, and that's maybe why they're calling him a boost whore a bit. He uses a lot of boost for things like that, plus the aerial dribble, so he's obviously has to go collect some more. Right now, it's just been a lot of back and forth. That could have been a pass. Dickey here could have actually stayed with this play. You see how both kind of whiff? Right here, like, that ball's going towards him, and he decides to turn away from it. He could have turned this into a pass and play, but it didn't work that well. Because he just turned away from it. Like, he could have easily stayed with it, maybe got a pass to Daisy. But then Daisy does get a decent pass to his teammate. What's his name? Davion again. And this is just not the greatest angle for a shot. He just hits it with his wheels, and that's a little bit of a bug there with that replay. So he kind of just kills that ball in the corner. That's not really going to help out anyone. We'll go back to Pink Daisy, who's circling back. Good challenge there from Dickey, making the play. Now it's just waiting to see what type of hits these are. Everyone just completely whiffing on it. I like that pass from Pink. Throw it towards that middle and see what happens. And Dickey did turn around that time to try and make the shot. Just barely missing it. And with all these misses, I mean, it's bound to happen. Like, this play's tough either way. Because that ball comes off the wall. He also, like, bumps someone. It's hard to get the right angle on it. Just barely missing. Pink going back to grab some boost. Which, again, I don't mind. Davion, though, coming in with the pass. And that's fine, like, if you use mostly backward passing. Like, that's the play I wanted him to do on that last aerial. Just hit it hard, like, off this wall and get it out into the front. And that's exactly what it does. And that time, again, Dickey, he did stay there and made the play. So he started off earlier not staying in the spot that I wanted him to, but then 2 plays in a row, he stays with the play, making it happen. And threes, you have that luxury to stay there for a little bit longer if you need to. This play right here should just let him have it. Okay, good play there, using that bounce. Like, again, though, using all his boost for this pass, again, it's not the worst thing in the world. I think he was basically at speed, though. He probably didn't have to use this much. I think right there is basically at speed, but whatever. So he wasted a little bit of boost, but that's fine. Works out to be a decent pass for his teammate. It just didn't work out. But he still gets back in time and picks up some welfare along the way, so he wasn't completely boost starved. Gotta hope someone's in net. They are. Dickey with the save. So, like, I don't mind this play here where he creeps forward. I would have rathered him creep forward maybe a little bit quicker, like if he knew he had a teammate behind him. But it still works out. And again, there's no trust, though, in these plays. As soon as you make that play where you creep forward and you expect your teammate to make the save, then when it is his turn to make a save, maybe trust him a little bit more in that play as that first man out, and maybe he could have got a touch there to disrupt that touch from Orange. Still, it works out. Good 50-50. Going back to Dickey. Let's see what he can do. A little bit of a whiff. And I like that he stays with this play because Dickey, he might have been able to get a tap off the wall softly or something. So, like, I don't mind that. But they're doing a good job in their rotating right now. Just going in and out, in and out. And if you don't have a great passing, that's fine too. You can just rotate and go for the backboard passing when you can. Like, say like this play right here. This play, as this ball gets clear to him, he could have easily, like I see, he wants the shot, but he didn't get enough power on it. Probably couldn't have got that much power on it. Maybe he could have hit a little harder, but he could have just tapped that back to his teammates, like towards the center of the field, and tried for a pass there. He did have two teammates waiting on that ball as well, so they might have had better angles. So it's like things like that where, like, if you're not going to get the most powerful shot, plus someone's in net, like instead of throwing it forward, just throw it sideways or throw it a little bit back. And usually those plays will turn into great passes. Even if you don't know where your teammates are, they'll usually be in those spots. So it's not a bad idea to do that. This is a bad clear. Like, you never want to hit the ceiling on these, but it's tough sometimes. And that one hits the ceiling pretty early, so it turns into a really good center. But what's his name? Baxter or something like that? Yeah, Baxter makes a really poor play here. He sees one miss. He sees all three blue players on the other side of the field. No one's attacking that ball, and he goes in the air and just does a weak hit. Had a lot more time to use there. Could have got a more effective shot, or even a pass to the middle as well. But it didn't really work out. So far, I haven't seen much boost craziness here. Like, boost hogging. Like, he's grabbing the boost when he can for Pink, but I haven't noticed it hurting his teammates too much. But it's also, like, I'm focusing on Pink, so. This play is just a miscommunication a little bit. It's a good pinch. He thinks maybe Dixie has it, and then, like, the last gasp, he's like, I should go for it too, just to make sure. And they both miss it. And it happens. Sometimes on pinches, like when the ball starts going incredibly fast, it changes it up a bit. And makes it hard to read, hard to make the play. Alright, like as soon as he's under this ball for an extended period of time, just don't even bother jumping at this point. Like, he waits way too long to jump. The other team's already in the air, like as you hear that boost, maybe just barely behind my sexy voice. And so at that point, I wouldn't even bother. Not really necessary. It's okay in a sense to try and rush them to make a hit, but he went up so late, and he's like right under the ball. It's not going to turn into much. Probably just better off just leaving it and circling back. Good play there to keep that elevated and getting around the second guy. The third guy makes a pretty poor touch. Oh, it almost turns into a goal. He's got no boost here, so he doesn't want to go for it. But at that point, when you're circling around waiting for this, I guess he wants to see if, what's his name, Void was going to hit that back to him. But as soon as he sees that miss, he should have left a little bit sooner and let Davian come up for the play. I want to see why Davian takes this boost. So I want to actually go back a little bit more. So Davian's in net. Trying to see how much boost he actually has. Right now, I have no idea. I'll say 0. Okay, he's got 24 now. He's got 36. He could add 48 right there. And then I accidentally hit the wrong button. And then he decides to take this boost from Daisy. At 48 boost, he probably could have just challenged that play. Let Daisy actually have the boost instead of taking that one there. And then keeping that play alive a little longer. He does get the eventual challenge, but now Pink is completely out of the play because he had to go all the way back for boost. So it's always going to be careful about sharing boost on a team. Because they say boost hogging. Like right there was just a missed aerial. It happens. I think he was expecting steal and just never came. But one thing to note is when you have like 50 to 70 boost and you see a teammate coming back to the same boost canister that you're about to grab with probably 0. Like you're expecting it to be around 0, maybe like 12. Then sometimes it's better to just leave that boost so your team as a whole has more boost than just you having the boost. And that's hard to read sometimes. I just dropped my controller. I lost my boost. It's hard to read sometimes, but that'll actually really help you in the teamwork aspect. And honestly, like your teammates will appreciate the shit out of something like that. It actually really helps morale and just like, oh, I like playing with this guy because he like lets me grab that boost. So you're around here, a little bit of ping pong. The 50-50 goes right, and Davian gets the shot. Baxter should have easily saved that. It's an easily savable ball. But sometimes, as long as you keep the ball in the air, good things happen. Baxter with the whiff, driving a little too fast towards it, and they get a goal. We got 28 seconds left. So far, it's been mostly ping pong in this game. They've actually used the backboard a decent amount to try for passes, which is fine. You don't have to laterally pass. It's just sometimes like when you have a weaker shot or a weaker touch, it's better to just throw it sideways, confuse the other team, and try for something there. We've seen some poor aerials right here from Pink. There's another one, but I think he's on extremely low boost, if not zero. And Dixie, not a great clear here. I actually want to go to him. Or Dicky, whatever. I'm going to go see what type of play he has here. Like, he has to turn around really quick. But those plays, you have to try and hit it softly to his side. Like, you never want to throw it right back down the middle. It was a tough play, though. So I can't fault him too hard on that. And they tie it up. 18 seconds left. This one's going by a little bit quick, but I assume another overtime is about to come. Nothing happening yet. He's kind of just waiting this out. This is a dangerous play. Good save there. Good job blocking like that angle on the shot. He doesn't get the greatest aerial start because he was completely standstill, but he did make up for it by using his boost effectively to get into the spot he needed to go. This play's not bad. Like, I don't mind when you take a dribble away from a teammate. Wasn't the end of the world. He probably could have let Davian have it because he did beat that guy. But I think he was expecting him not to beat him at first. It happens. Sometimes it's good to take it away. Sometimes it's bad. But, you never know until afterwards. So, it's hard to read. Okay, no boost here for Pink. So, he's just being a little passive. He's got 12. Should be picking up these welfares. There we go. Just drive up with the welfare boost. Could probably go to the corner now. At this point, he should have went to the corner. But it looks like Dickie's going to the corner. So, maybe he shouldn't have because he had like enough boost to make the play. This play I don't mind too much, him grabbing that one boost. The only problem is he doesn't turn around right away. He should have turned around immediately. Said he drives towards the net, looking for goalies, but on ball cam, like, you could kind of tell that wasn't going to happen. Again, going for the aerial dribble. Let's see if this works. Looks like it's gonna. There we go, getting the shot in. Well done there with the shot. And plays like that will definitely help you in the platinum levels. Just like, you got to keep the shot, by the time it hits the net, elevated, and it'll work out. And he had plenty of wide open space here. A great job with the tap to the dribble towards the net and throwing it in. But like, I thought like the backboard passing was not terrible, and like no infield passing, but you don't really expect that in platinum. And usually that just comes down to when you're about to have a weak shot, instead just bail on it and try and like tap the ball sideways. But that'll do it for this replay analysis. Thank you so much, Pink Daisy, for the Patreon support. Thank you guys all for the Patreon support and the YouTube support, Twitch support, RLCS support. Love you all. You guys are the best. And we'll see you next time. Sorry it's a short one, but it happens. Bye.